What's going on, guys? Mr. Acolyte here, coming at you with another match review, and we are, of course, once again checking out some Evo 2024 footage. This time, we have made our way up to Zane versus Inzem. I'm sure these are two players that need absolutely no introduction, so let's not waste any time and jump right onto this breakdown. Okay, so we got the fist bump. Looks like we are ready to go. Button checks over. I'm pretty sure both are going to be going with their trademark teams. If I remember correctly, Zane is running his Zamasu. Yes, because in the previous tournament, if you remember, he was trying out Jiden. And in my opinion, it didn't really fit that well with his playstyle. But he's got the Zom back. Inzem, I mean, there's no guessing what team Inzem's going to use. He only uses one team. Team works the best for him. Team that's mega ultra optimized to the max. So let's go ahead and see. My prediction is we're going to see some very, very nice neutral here. Zane going to be running the defense, and Inzem's going to be trying to mix with clean neutral. And already we got to pick up with Cell C. Look at how high that picked him up. He was pretty darn high. He tried to do something, though. He got counter hit. Okay. Optimization station, you already know the vibes. Ooh, okay, I like that. We talked about this in the last video. Sometimes this is a very good way to extend your pressure, and that is going for a soft knockdown. Soft knockdown gives your opponent less time to think about their options, because obviously you just pop right back up. And like we said in the last video, most people are conditioned that when they actually get hit by an actual slide knockdown, that's when your defensive options kick in, when you're like, okay, I think I'm going to delay tech, or okay, I think I'm going to back tech, blah, blah, blah. But it's like when someone just does a soft knockdown suddenly, a lot of times it's going to catch you off guard, and you're just going to end up teching into more pressure. Blocking the 6M, I agree. Spark out of there. That was getting real ugly. Very, very good reflect there by Inzem. That was a good reaction because the Beer's A is obviously reflectable, but only on the first hit. So if you wait around too long, you actually can't reflect the second hit. But right here, he was going to be able to reflect regardless because Beer's is kind of far away. So depending on the distance, you'll only interact with the orbs and not the kick. Ooh, okay, super dash. He wants to keep the pressure on. Ooh, crisscross H. That is pretty hard to block. A sparked up character is very likely to get the hit because the mental stack on a spark character is super high. Whoa, okay, we got a little bit of Scramble City going on here. Zane did not quite get the knockdown he wanted here. Inzem was able to tech out, and he teched into a falling button. So this created basically a scramble situation. Inzem opted to spark to just get out of it, but the scramble just continues on here. But that was a very, very good option. This was a very smart way of dealing with the flight mode. He did empty vanish so that he would be in line with Zamasu without losing any of his air actions. And then he super dashed. Now, if Zane had reacted, he could have teleported forward and completely negated this, but he accidentally teleports backwards. So he is going to get staircased all the way down. That was a nice mix-up attempt. Very nice mix-up attempt. Man, so Inzem, Zane is getting a lot of, I mean, they both are. They're getting a lot of usage out of Super Dash, but they're using it in the smart way. Holy cow. But yeah, just to finish my thought, you're seeing them Super Dash a pretty good amount, but they're choosing moments where the opponent is in the air, and obviously when the opponent is in the air, there's a lot less chance of them counteracting it. The only way to really do it is to jab it, and that comes with its own set of risks. But this right here, this was beautiful. So at this point, EX Lightning is barely even negative on block. It's like -7. It's like, it's so, like, it recovers instantly. So it's a really good turn stealing move, because when you do this, you can also cancel into flight. And that short hesitation that comes from the opponent on are they going to go into flight or not is usually enough for you to steal a turn, and that's exactly what Zane does here. Inzem opts to counter guard cancel vanish, and that gets countered, and just as it gets countered, the lightning actually goes off, which gives him a combo. That's one of the best things about Zom, is just the lightning, the fact that it acts independently of him gives you situations like that are just so amazing. Yes, they go away on block, but if you can avoid blocking anything, man, the lightning is incredible. Here comes Cellular. I say this all the time. If you watch these reviews, your mid character is the character you want to be able to clean up if your point falls behind. And Cell, let me tell you, he's got a built-in broom. He's got a broom and a dustpan. Ooh, we are playing neutral. We are playing big neutral. Oh man, that was a really weird cross-up. So Zane going in with the super jump here. He's using his assist as coverage to get a little bit closer. Inzem tries to snipe out a hit, but overcommits just a little bit, and then the cross-up goes through. Reflected again in reaction. So he's definitely reacting to the Beer's call. He's just choosing to negate the situation rather than play the RPS. I agree, because Beers is like plus infinity, so it's good to do that. He opted to 5L here, but Cell is pretty stubby, so it's going to get whiff punish. It's funny, though. Cell's 5L is stubby, but his LL is one of the biggest in the game. Isn't that ironic? Okay, so we got Hell Zone here. Inzem, that was a very good response here, because there's a lot of things you can do to Hell Zone. The most popular option is to reflect it. Inzem decided to just block it here, because if you block it and then you see a commitment to any sort of animation, you can guard cancel vanish and it can't be stopped. This is actually a very, very strong option against Hell Zone pressure. Reflect is good too, but once you start reflecting, you're locked into RPS. Like, you have to RPS there. That's so funny that actually brings you down to the ground. Like, it's the ultimate, like, position reset. Tyrant is basically commenting on what I just said. He said perfect attack gives you the perfect situation. All right, we got a slide knockdown there. Oh, that was really nice. Wow, so he just baited on wake up. He did nothing. He's standing there menacingly, still waiting, and then once he sees the reflect, boom. Dead man. Dead man Wonderland. All right, we've tied it up 2-2. 2-2. Zane with a slight health and meter advantage, though. Health and meter advantage. Whoa. Wow, that was a very... Oh, man. This is what you hate to get hit by more than anything. The dreaded super dash cross up. Because Zane was moving forward, the super dash ended up crossing him up. It actually counter hit him, too. Did he hit a button? Oh, no, that's a leftover counter. No, it said counter before that. Good old-fashioned super dash cross-up. Ooh, okay. So he did, so Inzem did challenge the situation with the super dash, and it did go through. He got hit by the IDM, but it didn't leave him in any sort of convertible state there. We're going to spin our way down. Nice block into a DP, and that's a dead cell. Block into DP. Now, that's funny. 18 up against two characters. I mean, this is not impossible. 18, amazing at stalling, but you can't stall if you get hit by a 2M, a full screen 2M. Sheesh. This is going to do a lot of damage, and we got pressure here. This is a one-touch situation. Ooh, he super dashed again to get out of there. Ooh, I respect the air stall. He didn't want to fall down into all that nonsense, but Zane did react. And that's going to go game 1 to Zane. All right, let's see what the adaptation is in the second game. That's another thing I usually say. I love seeing the adaptation. I also love seeing the round start. I wish that the crew would not rob us of the round start sometimes, but either way, we're in it. We're in the thick of it here. Triple overhead. You're absolutely not blocking that. You're hit. 3 overheads is just too many. You're gonna get hit. It's guaranteed. Ooh, rare drop, but he does get a Dragon Rush out of the confusion. Assist coming back up. I'm gonna predict that we're gonna see an Android 18 level 3 here. Oh, we were off by 1%. We were off by a single percent. I'm pretty sure he wanted to do power up level 1 into 18 level 3, but it was just, look at that, a fraction. But he does bounce back quickly though. Very nice. All right, we're in a spark scenario. Ooh, the classic reflect raw tag. It was good in season 1, and guess what? It's still good today. Level 3. Back to the original plan. Left, right, up, down. What's it gonna be? Gotta guess. So that right there, that might have looked like the no mix-up, but this was a big bait. So he's doing 2M, 5M assist call, and basically that was a bait for an guard cancel vanish. If Zane would have tried to guard cancel vanish, he would have got smoked right there. But he didn't, so Inzem just continued on with his pressure. All right, we got Zom coming in. Here we go. Can he clean things up? Can he even things up a little bit here? Oof. Whoa. Okay, so that was the fabled down heavy tech. So teching with down heavy is a good option from time to time because you will most likely beat any IADs, and you will tech the Dragon Rush or just beat it outright. This is a very, very good option if you're just not sure what's about to happen. Basically call it an option select. Ooh, okay, he tried to smack the, well, no, that might have just been a, that was just neutral. That was just a neutral moment. Hell Zone. Reflecting out. I like how Inzem is rotating his options here. He keeps choosing different options against the Hell Zone. He's pretty much never doing the same thing twice. Level 3. What's going to be the mix this time? Left, right, up, down. Could be anything. Same side. Woof. Ooh, that was nice. I like the anti-air 17 call. And he did it from the ground. My brother in Christ, that's so cheap that she can do that. Sometimes I forget that she can do her air calls from the ground now. And like, that was a very smart use of it. Inzem right there. Holy cow. All right, we're chasing him. EX punch is going to give Zane a pretty big opening here. Soft knockdown into an orb. Super dash once again. Yeah, Inzem is basically saying you got to prove to me that you can cover these orbs. Right now, it seems like he does not believe. He does not believe that Zane is going to punish him for super dashing through orbs. And he hasn't yet, to be fair. One of those things like, you got to show me. I'm not going to assume. Whoa, neutral is happening. Did you see that? Did you see how much stuff was on the screen? The orb collection into the Vegeta assist into super dash. Like, man, this is just visual noise. Oh, and that was just too much. That was just too much. He used the 17 key blast call and then covered himself with Cell and then made basically a mirage by jumping in on that with 18. Sheesh. Even if Zane could react to all that was happening, that looked like a fake cross-up. That was just absolute chaos. Holy cow. And we're going to a game 3. Everybody's favorite thing. Game 3. Let's go. Let's see what the final adaptation is. Okay, final game. Here we go. Who's getting knocked into the loser's bracket? We are playing neutral. I told you the neutralness was going to be good. I told you the neutralness was going to be good. I really like that jump right there. Very good pickup here. Didn't even use a smash to the end. Building literally no bar, though. He still got Zom to back him up for some mix here. Very nice. Covers the reflect with the Zamasu assist. Ooh, that was nice. Man, it's just funny that like that habit is still in the game from like way back in season 1, where fellas will try to I still do this myself, where fellas will try to save themselves from a guard cancel by vanishing. It's like, it's such a force of habit, but there's not really much you can do about it. They're playing neutral again. Wow, that was cheap. Oh my god, that was cheap. He did barrier just about to hit the ground, and Inzem was prepared for him to hit the ground, so that's why he did heavy, but he covered it, and they both called their assists with both things that they did, but because of the barrier, Zamasu's gonna win that exchange. That was crazy. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. So this was a very nice setup. He floated all the way to the other side, and he didn't even do anything on the way down because he had already decided that he was going to DR, but it was like barely too early. He was like barely floating 1 inch off the ground, so Zane's going to get a pickup here. Man, he was so close to the ground that the 5L didn't even air reset him. It just hit him outright like he was standing. That was so bizarre. I respect that. Yikes, man. I was just about to say, like, what's going to happen here? Because after he empty vanished here, it's like, okay, you got to watch out for the spin. And then it's like, man, he got hit by the spin like halfway into the animation. Ooh, but it answers back with the backdash M, and it does actually land on Zane. Man, we are scrambling out here. Tyrant said this is the game we play. It really is, though. This is the game that we all play. We love this game. Here comes the mix. Ooh, I respect that. He went for Dragon Rush. Ooh, wow. Rare footage of perfect attack being whiff punishable. So right here, because of the reflect, he reflected the super dash and then did perfect attack. He was too far away to interact with it. And if perfect attack interacts with nothing, basically, then it's completely unsafe. It does not enact the follow-up animation where he teleports away, even if it hits an assist. So right here, it's actually punishable. This is so rare, but it's actually punishable here. And that should be the end of him. She's in Spark, so she's going to build 1,000,000 bar. It's so funny how Lab Coat can either build nothing or everything in the world. Wow. Cell is gone off of like the rarest thing that can happen, an actual perfect attack punish. Okay, so I'm pretty sure now that Zane's got the lead, he's gonna hold it. He's gonna hold that lead. He's got a lot of bar, and he gets Dragon Rushed. Inzem's doing a good job of locking him down, not letting him fly away. Ooh, oh man, I really like this. Damn, Inzem's pressure is actually insane, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's actually insane. Like the way he waited here, perfectly timed the IDL, realized that it did not actually get a pickup, so he immediately super dashed to chase the up tech, and then locked him back down with the knee drop into an assist call. This is very, very nice stuff, man. And then he almost baited the reflect right there. And that is going to be the end of Vegeta. It's going to be a 1-2-3. And now just 18 left. We said it many times, 18 is a master of stalling. But man, this is a lot to stall out. I like that the counter assist call there. But he does have Zamasu, so he can just fly away to better days. He doesn't really need to call assists. But the super dash is going to pick him up. I'm going to assume that was a cross-up as well. That looked very awkward. We should get a level 3 out of this. We do. If this connects, he should be dead if he gets the hit here, but let's see. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, look at his health. He's absolutely dead if he gets hit here. Left, right, up, down. It was right. Good Lord, it was right. Okay, now just like that, it's down to 2. So we are going to be putting up the obstacle course here. So Inzem's going to have to worry about orbs and the 2M. The 2M hit him last time, so he's going to be very weary of it this time. He's making sure that he doesn't stay on the ground too much. Whoa. Whoa. So I like that a lot right there. This was basically done under the expectation that Zane was going to try to jump back, and he actually did. He jumped back so late that it actually hit him. If he had jumped back sooner, it would have brought him back down to the ground for Inzem to have frame advantage, but he jumped so late that it actually hit him. And Inzem gets a pickup for it. No level 3 this time. Good God. I was going to say, no level 3 this time. He wants to ensure a kill scenario, because this would not be a kill scenario, so I respect that. And this looked pretty safe. It looked like it was pretty safe against a DP. But he did the level 3, but he happened to be far enough away. But again, this is not even punishable, and Inzem doesn't take the bait. Man, that's one thing I will say about Beers, dude. Like, I mean, there's a lot about Beers I don't agree with, but I don't think that any character in any game, period, should have a level 3 reversal super that's safe. Like, especially if it's a command grab. I just like, I don't understand the mindset of why they did that. Like, why did they make it safe? I disagree heavily. Oh, man. Once again, I feel like I always have to point out the fact that one of the cheapest things about the orbs is their unique attribute that they're not allowed to leave the screen. Because you know how most things will just leave the screen and, like, you know, disappear? The orbs can't leave the screen, which causes, you know, them to ricochet and save you in moments like that. Like, it literally bounced behind them. That's so, so good, man. It's like the best thing about the orbs. I remember when people used to say, like, they'd like to see the orbs not be super dashable. Man, he'd be the most broken character ever. Wow, that was a really good twitch. That was so close. That was so close. Inzem is focused. Oh, wow. I think... could he have killed off of that? He definitely could have killed. I think that was just a drop. That was a drop opportunity for Zane. He definitely could have killed right there. Orbs. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, this is scary. And that is gonna do it. Level 3. Man, yeah. Man, that really came down to it, dude. That really came down to it. Look at Zane. Okay, so as usual, let's go ahead and break down the turning point of the final game. I think this one is pretty obvious. These two were going completely even until this moment right here when Zane basically pulled ahead. It was this one mistake by Inzem which put him into this really bad situation, the Dragon Rush that missed. This basically forced him to spark, and then out of the spark came all of this insane chaos here. Like, the chaos just continued on up until this moment right here. This was like the defining moment right here where his perfect attack actually whiffed, and that caused Cell to die. And then once Cell is dead, basically Zane had most of the momentum. But even at that point, I will say Inzem was doing a really good job of, like, very slowly bringing it back. He's making a lot of really smart decisions. 18 was on the screen for a really long time, but that final combo drop kind of sealed the deal. But either way, man, this was one hell of a match. Like, I feel like matches like this are some of the funnest ones to break down because they're just such great decision making happening on both sides. As I predicted, the neutral was really great and really fun to watch. Really, really good offense and defensive decisions on both sides. All around, just a really, really great match. This is the kind of stuff that you love to watch Evo for. And with that, we have reached the end of the review. Thanks so much for listening, guys. We're going to continue on with our Evo coverage, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. We've also got a full playlist at the end of the video that you can check out if you want to see more match reviews from me or regular matches. We're also doing match reviews for other games like Strive, Grand Blue, stuff like that. Go ahead and check it out if you can. As always, I truly appreciate you watching. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.